morning. Happy Friday. We've got Rhett in the background, so if you hear random baby noises, that's what's going on. I had a question about how to factor using synthetic division. Now, we did not actually learn synthetic division because it doesn't work for all different types of problems. So we did the box method. We also did long division. So I'll show you this example using the box method. And if you would like to see the long division method, just reach out and let me know. So it's asking us to factor this or to find all the zeros if x minus 4 is a factor. So that's what's going to go on the outside here. And then we always start by putting our first term in the top left box. So we ask ourselves, what times x would give us x to the third? Well, we know that x squared times x gives us x to the third. And then we've got x squared times negative 4. We're going to multiply on the outside. So that gives us a negative 4x squared. So now we're looking on the diagonal, and we want our diagonals to add up to whatever the second term is. So I'm asking myself, what minus 4 gives us a positive 4? So if you were to write an equation for that, you would say, what minus 4 equals 4? Well, 8 minus 4 is 4, so that is what's going to go right here. So 8. And then because it's on the diagonal, you want your terms to match. So that's going to be an 8x squared. And then you start the whole thing over again. So what times x gives us 8x squared? Well, that's going to be an 8x. So 8 times x is 8x. 8 times negative 4 is going to be a negative 32x. And again, on your diagonal, so now I'm looking at the term with x. We want this to equal a negative 41x. So I might say, what minus 32 is going to give me a negative 41. So to solve that, I would add 32 to both sides. So x equals negative 41 plus 32, which is a negative 9. So that's what's going to go right here. So negative 9, but then because it's on the diagonal, you want your terms to match, so that's going to be a negative 9x. And then you start all over again. So you say, what times x will give me a negative 9x? Well, I know that's a negative 9. And then negative 9 times negative 4, well, a negative times a negative is a positive. 9 times 4 is 36. Oh, hey! Notice that these match, so that indeed proves that it's a factor because we didn't get a remainder. And so now we have this x squared plus 8x minus 9 to deal with. So x squared plus 8x minus 9. Hopefully you notice that this is a trinomial, so we would factor that using our big X method. So I'm going to draw my big X. Negative 9 goes on the top, b goes on the bottom. So we want to know what are the factors of negative 9 that we can add to give us an 8. Well, 9 times 1 will give us 9, and to get an 8, the 1 would need to be negative. Buddy, you're okay. I'm almost done. All right, so 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. 9 plus a negative 1 gives us a positive 8. So our factors are x minus 4. Shh, buddy, you're okay. X plus 9. And x minus 1. Now it's asking us for the zeros, so that means these equal 0. So we're asking in each case what values of x would make that parenthesis equal 0. So here we've got 4 minus 4 would equal 0. Negative 9 plus 9 and 1 minus 1 equals 0. So those are your factors. Hope that helps. Gotta go deal